Hey all, welcome to Ron's Tech Reviews. Are you one of those people who have been looking for a gaming chair but are sick and tired of seeing the same gaming chair being sold as a different label or a different brand name? Well, today is the lucky day for you. This chair in particular is from DXRacer, the DXRacer Air, and it's a little bit different from the ones they usually sell. To talk more about it, I'll be taking you through the unboxing experience, the setup process, the features and functionality, and finally my initial impressions on this chair. Full disclaimer, my wife got this chair for me as an advanced birthday gift. It's not my birthday yet, but she thought, why not buy it now, as I've somewhat finished my gaming setup while I don't have a decent ergonomic office chair or a gaming chair. So let's get to it then. Here is the packaging the chair comes in. Nothing special, but I do wish it came in a box with the image of the chair and some marketing info printed all over the box. Opening it up, it's nicely packed. First we have the cushioned headrest with the DXRacer logo stitched in the front and the sides. Next I pull out the backrest. It already has the headrest plate fixed on it. Then we have the 5-star base made of pure aluminium with a good smooth finish. The small box contains the manual in a Ziploc bag along with 2-headed hex screwdriver, 2 hex screws and a piece that goes onto the headrest base plate. Gas lift cover, one of the levers, backrest side covers, covers for the 5-star base, the class 4 gas lift, the 3-inch dual wheel casters, finally the other lever. The other small box contains the seat tilt and tensioner mechanism that goes in between the seat and the gas lift. And the final piece in the packaging is the seat. Thankfully, it already has the armrest attached to it. This will make the setup process much easier. Let's start setting up the chair by first looking up the instructions in the manual. I did do the setup a bit differently, making it a one-person job. First, take the base, place it on the foam that came with the packaging, and push the casters one by one into each 5 spokes. Then turn it over and simply place the gas lift in the middle and cover it with the provided cover. Here is where I do things differently. The instructions say work on the backrest now, but I will do the seat first. As to why, this will be evident later. We just have to unscrew these 4 screws. 3 of them simply needed a hand turn, while one of which I needed to go grab the included hex screwdriver that I showed you guys before. We then place the seat tilt tensioner mechanism on here. Make sure the tension knob is facing forward and then use the 4 screws to fix it into place. Take the plastic levers that came in the box and insert them into the 2 metal rods. If needed, this is when you can adjust the positioning of the armrest. By default, it's already in the outermost position. Before we put the seat onto the base, let's insert the spoke covers. Then it's simply a matter of aligning the hole in the seat base onto the gas lift. Now we work on the backrest. Here you will see why I did the seat first. Now it's simply a matter of removing the 2 screws on each side of the backrest, using the other end of the hex screwdriver. Place the backrest into place, align the screw holes, insert the screws, and finally tighten all 4 of them. Take the covers for the backrest and simply push them in place. Here is where I found out that the covers are not the same. Each of the covers is dedicated to one side of the backrest. Basically, the cover with the bump is to be put on the right side while the flat one goes onto the left. Remove the screw cover on this before fixing it into place. take one of the screws that came in the manual Ziploc bag and screw it here. Repeat the same on the other side. And finally place the screw cover back in. This E-shaped part goes into the hole on the headrest base plate. Before that, we take the headrest and slide it into the plate. After which, we simply push the piece into that hole so the headrest does not slide back out. That's it, you are ready to use the chair. I wanted to try out and see if I can move the headrest base plate any higher. And it seems like it's not possible. I guess the other holes are for the accessories that can be attached onto the seat. So for me, this headrest at its highest position is right for me, but anyone taller might find it not enough. So let's talk about features and functionality. The headrest can be moved up and down in its base plate only. The chair is having a solid steel frame all over, which is covered by this hard black plastic. The backrest and seat are made with high strength mesh held by suspension spring all over to increase the longevity and performance. On the right side of the seat, we find the seat tilt lever. This lets you tilt the backrest up to 135 degrees. On the bottom, we find the seat height adjustment lever, the tilt tension knob, and the seat tilt lock lever. This chair has padded 4D armrests, which simply means that they can be adjusted in 4 directions. On the outer side of the armrest, this lever lets you adjust the height. There are about 7 to 8 levels. Then on the inner front, there is the neatly hidden button that lets you adjust the angle inward, straight, and outward. This button also lets you set how forward or backward you want the armrest to be positioned. Here also there is 7 or more steps of adjustment. Finally, on the inner stem, there is a button that lets you adjust how close or away you want the armrest to be from your sides. Here we have 5 steps of adjustment. In conclusion, you will be able to find your perfect sweet spot for your armrest. On the backrest, there is a lumbar support bar made of somewhat soft plastic and has 15 levels of adjustment. If you look carefully, you'll see the mesh is held all over by these springs connected to the steel frame. Lastly, the 3-inch casters are nice and smooth, and the headrest is really plush.
Other than what I have shown over here, there is some modular accessories that you can get for the chair. These all are extras that you have to pay for them, but in essence you really do not need them for the functioning of the chair.
First modular part is the RGB exoskeleton. If you would like to have some lights behind you, then this is the one you need to get. Then we have is the overhead phone or tablet holder that I believe is connected to the chair via the holes on the top part of the headrest. I have been unable to find the pricing for both these parts. Then we have the headrest, which in my case came in the box. They sell it separately for 79 USD. Currently, if you buy the chair from DXRacer.com, you will get the headrest along with your purchase. Then we have the multifunctional support that goes onto the right side of the chair. It has 2 arms, one to hold your laptop while the other holds onto your cell phone. This modular part costs a whopping 169 USD. Another part is the simple cup holder to hold on to your drink. It attaches to the left side of the chair and costs 19 USD. Finally, we have the pull-out footrest. This one costs 59 USD. In addition to these modular parts, there are 2 chair covers you can purchase to cover up all this beauty. One of which is the soft plush cover that comes in off-white and navy blue, while the other cover is made of black premium leather and comes with white and red accents. Both these covers cost 99 USD. That covers about it, all the chair's features and modular accessories. Now let's have a quick look at the specs of the chair before I talk about the pros and cons. The DXRacer Air comes in 2 models. One with nylon base that comes in grey pink colorway, has the 5-star spoke base
is made of nylon and not aluminium, this chair is slightly lighter at approximately 22.7 kgs or 50 pounds. In addition, the casters on this model are only 2 inches in diameter, and also the chair only has 3D armrests and a conventional tilt mechanism. The other model is the one we have here with the aluminium base. It comes in 3 colorways: completely black, white cyan and white red. This model weighs approximately 27.5 kilos, that is 60.67 pounds, and the casters are a more premium 3 inches in diameter. We get the more adjustable 4D armrest and the multifunctional tilt mechanism. The rest of the specs are the same. Both models are recommended for people up to 6 feet and 6 inches, that is approximately 2 meters tall, and who weigh no more than 250 pounds, that is 113 kilos. Now coming to the pros and some nitpicking cons. The pros: quick and easy to set up. It's a one-person job and takes no more than 5 to 10 minutes. The ergonomics are great. There is a lot of adjustabilities to get the chair perfectly to your liking. The mesh backrest and the seat provides a lot of aeration that prevents any cold sweat on your back. Everything is made of high quality material. Even the levers and buttons feel great. I could not find anything made with low quality parts. The modular parts come as an extra. This is both a pro and a con. These parts give some nice additional functionality but needs to be purchased separately. I can understand this is to keep the cost of the base chair as low as possible, while people who want them can simply buy them separately. The cons. I'm really nitpicking here. The armrest, though padded, could be of slightly more softer material. The cushion headrest is only suitable for people up to my height, that is 6 feet or approximately 182 centimeters tall. The max height to which the seat can be raised could be better. I feel like they could have used a gas lift that raises the height of the seat a bit more. It's fine for me at its max height, but knowing that I could go a bit more would make me feel better. In addition, if there was this additional height, I think it will be beneficial for taller people also. The cost. This chair is not cheap. It comes around 500 USD. The chair is not pricey for what you get, and also considering they put in some effort in designing this chair, I believe the 500 USD is justifiable. But I still believe some would consider it as a con.
So what are my first impressions on this chair? Well, I feel like DXRacer has done a decent job in creating something a bit different than they normally do. The mesh back seat and the mesh seat all negates in negating any sweat. So far the ergonomic feel is quite good. The mesh is holding quite well. It's been 2 weeks now and I've not found any issues with it, even with my daughter jumping on the chair quite often. I'm planning on dropping a video 6 months later, like a detailed review on this chair of the nitpicks and how well it has held over the time. So far for me, the chair is quite good. I feel like they have done a good job in me coming in between the gaming chair lineup and the fully ergonomic lineup like the Herman Millen Aeron chair, which I use in my office. So for the price, I feel like the chair is quite good, and especially in Qatar, this chair is being sold exclusively in Saka stores. Luckily, my wife had got for 1,499 Qatari riyals, which is approximately no more than 420 USD, which is like $80 less than what they are selling in the US. So at that price, the value proposition of this chair is quite good, and I feel like you can just go ahead and buy it. You will not regret the purchase. So for those in Qatar, you can buy it from the Saka store on sakaronline.com or just go to any of their physical stores all over Qatar. They have it in their display on Mall of Qatar and in Al Nasser. So if you like this video, before you leave, please click the like button so that the YouTube algorithm promotes this video. And if you're not subscribed yet, please click on the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified on my future videos. That's me, Ron, signing off. Stay home, stay safe. If not, wear a mask. Take care. See you on the next one.